Hey guys, I'm Flavia and I have Vince behind the camera. And if you're interested in burning fat 24 hours of the day, then you're going to love this new program, 24/7 Fat Loss. So today I'm going to take you through a sample workout. I'm going to do the beginner version, and Vince is going to show you one of the most advanced workouts. And Craig has combined these workouts and using the technique MRT, which stands for metabolic resistance training. So it's similar to the force formula if you are familiar to full body licious workouts. They're continuous circuits. We're going to keep your heart rate going, and you're going to burn tons of fat not only during your workout but after your workout as well for hours. And he actually promises up to 48 hours. Excuse me. So that's amazing. So we're going to start with one of the first circuits of the beginner workout. I'm going to demonstrate that. Vince is going to tell me what I'm going to be doing, and I'll take you through. So each exercise we're going to do back to back, and within the circuit we're going to do them for 30 seconds, and then we're going to repeat the circuit 3 times before moving on to the next circuit. And I think most of the workouts are about 3 circuits in total, so it's really similar to the full body licious. So you're going to really love these workouts. So I'm going to start with hip extensions. And I'm not going to take you through all 30 seconds. I'm just going to take you through a sample so that we're not here all day long.
So notice Flavia is driving through her heels. She's getting her hips up as high as possible to create a bridge. Flavia's contracting her glutes and her hamstrings. She's keeping the weight on her heels, so the weight's not transferring to her toes. And this is an excellent hip dominant exercise for males and ladies alike. This is really gonna get your glutes stimulated. And after this, she's going to transition into kneeling push-ups. Now Flavia uses the dumbbells because she's got a bit of tendonitis in one of her wrists. So this allows her wrist to stay straight. Dumbbells are optional. Now Flavia is contracting her chest and triceps before she presses here. So she's just not banging off reps. You can get a lot of direct muscle work from these workouts as well. She's looking really good. She's going right up to the top. And you notice she's going right down to the bottom. Looking good, Flavia. Her next exercise are dumbbell rows. Maybe you can do them facing me. So Flavia is distributing the weight primarily to her, that would be her left lat. So she doesn't have a lot of weight resting on this bench. Notice her hips are back. Her lower back is flat. Her shoulders over top her wrists. And notice how she's driving that wrist up to her rib cage. Yeah, actually.
So that looks better.
Yeah.
Straight my wrist out better.
Notice, okay, great, Flavia. So notice how that right shoulder is down and her shoulders are square. She's not rotating her trunk to get the weight up. She's using her lats to get the weight up. This is excellent technique. Notice how her right wrist is coming right up to her rib cage. She's getting really high. She could probably slow it down a little, squeeze the muscles a little more, but this is looking really good. That's better. More tension on the muscle. Good. And her last exercise is the plank. The beginner version has the trainee going plank off the floor, but Flavia's decided to mix it up and go on to the stability ball. A little less stability between her base of support, toes and ball. And she's doing this for 30 seconds. So, as Flavia mentioned, she's doing this she's doing each circuit 3 times, and that was 1 circuit. She's going to rest 1 minute. And she'll do that for a total of 3, and she's moving on to the next circuit. So when you're ready, Flav, catch your breath.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Her next combo is going to start off with the ball squat. Now this ball's a little big for Flavia. That's okay. It should be on the small of her back. And believe it or not, this is actually really good exercise to get familiar with your quads. So what you can't see Flavia doing here is she's squeezing her quads on the way up and on the way down. So she's not just knocking off reps. She's not training like a weightlifter. She's thinking more like a bodybuilder who would be concerned with creating as much tension on the muscles as possible, which is going to help her create that fat loss around the clock. So she's squeezing her glutes on the way up as well. She's keeping the weight on her heels. She could probably pull her heels back a little bit, but that's okay, yeah. She'll get more quad emphasis this way. And this ball is great because it allows you to stay aligned. If you have lower back problems, this is excellent. It really helps you train the movement of a squat. Next, she's going on to side plank.
And again, I'm going to use the ball. This one's a tough one.
So the key here is to get her shoulders in alignment with her hips. She doesn't want that top shoulder rotated forward. By keeping that top shoulder rotated back, she's going to keep all the weight distributed through her trunks, and the lateral component of her trunk is going to really get a good workout. It's going to make her strong in all planes.
And I think Craig says 15 seconds.
I hope I'm not covering this volume, the speaker here with my finger. Okay, get those hips up, Flav. That's it. You can see the difference when her hips are down, less tension. And pull that right shoulder back, good. Rotate your glute back a bit, good. So the tendency is to roll the weight forward. That's good. And that's a second exercise of the second combo. Her last.
Let's do it off of the floor, but.
And then she's going to do lying ball curls. Why don't you do it off the floor here? Excellent exercise. Notice how she's keeping her glutes up. She makes it look easy, but it's because she's trained herself to stabilize this position using her glutes, hamstrings, lower back. Notice how the weight's going from her heels to her toes. So it's transferring from her heels to her toes, and try and pull those toes right into your butt, Flav. Good. And squeeze. Yeah, this really gets rid of that cottage cheese on the back of the legs if you're dealing with that. This really makes the hamstrings burn, really makes you look sexy in a bikini.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat that 3 times, rest for a minute.
Yep.
And then do my next circuit, which is jumping jacks.
Jumping jack superset with mountain climbers. All right, so
I'm sure everybody knows how to do jumping jacks.
So Craig has a technique called metabolic fat loss finishers, and you're getting a little sneak peek of what those are. So at the end of Craig's metabolic resistance training workouts, he adds in metabolic fat loss finishers, and these are functional style exercises like jumping jacks, dynamic step ups, mountain climbers, and he puts these at the end of the workout strategically to deplete the rest of the glycogen. And Flav, keep your hips down a bit more. Keep that back flat. And keep those shoulders over the wrists. Move your trunk forward more. Good. And she's doing cross body ones. She's getting a core workout. Her shoulders are burning. And she's even developing her abs because there's a lot of movement through her pelvis. Good. That's good. You got about 45 seconds to wrap this video up. That's excellent. So you can imagine what that looked like over a span of 20-30 minutes.
So
that's the beginner workout, and
that's.
You recommend these for ladies? You think they're legit or what?
If they've done full body lifts, they're gonna love these.
Yeah.
These are gonna keep your heart rate up. You're gonna burn fat. They're gonna challenge you. That's the best part. And
yeah, it's great alternate to cardio, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Way better than.
Created these workouts. He's titled the No Cardio King. So you're gonna love these. So click the link below and pick up your copy of 20% Fat Loss.